2025 US Citizenship Test 100 Civics Questions Part 1, 1 to 15, Animated Guide. Anne and Mark meet in the Community Center's study room, surrounded by books and study materials. Today, they'll focus on the basics of American government to help Mark with his US Citizenship Test.
Hi, Mark. Today, we're diving into Part 1 of the 100 questions for your citizenship test. We'll focus on questions about the foundational principles of American government. I'll ask each question with 3 answer choices, and after you choose, I'll provide some context.
That sounds great, Anne. I'm ready.
Question 1. All right. First question, what is the supreme law of the land? A. The Declaration of Independence. B. The Constitution. C. The Bill of Rights.
I think the answer is B. The Constitution.
Correct. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land. It outlines the structure of the government, defines the powers of government, and ensures that no law or government action can violate it. It's the foundation of all U.S. laws and rights. Question 2. Who makes federal laws? A. The President. B. Congress. C. The Supreme Court.
I think the answer is B. Congress.
Exactly. Congress, which includes the Senate and the House of Representatives, is responsible for making federal laws. This process ensures that the people's interests are represented in the lawmaking process. Question 3. What are the first 10 amendments to the Constitution called? A. The Declaration of Rights. B. The Federalist Papers. C. The Bill of Rights.
I think the answer is C. The Bill of Rights.
Right. The Bill of Rights is a list of the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, guaranteeing essential rights and freedoms such as freedom of speech, religion, and assembly. Question 4. What is one purpose of the U.S. Constitution? A. To declare independence. B. To set up the structure of government. C. To appoint the president.
I think the answer is B. To set up the structure of government.
Correct. The Constitution not only defines the structure and powers of the government, but also sets limitations on what the government can and cannot do, ensuring the protection of individual rights. Question 5. Who is known as the father of our country? A. George Washington. B. Thomas Jefferson. C. Abraham Lincoln.
I think the answer is A. George Washington.
That's right. George Washington, as the first president of the United States, is widely regarded as the father of our country. He set many precedents for the office of the president and played a crucial role in the founding of the nation. Question 6. Who is in charge of the executive branch? A. The Speaker of the House. B. The President. C. The Chief Justice.
I think the answer is B. The President.
Correct. The President leads the executive branch of government, which is responsible for enforcing laws, administering government programs, and representing the country in international matters. Question 7. What are the 2 parts of the U.S. Congress? A. The House of Commons and the Senate. B. The Senate and the House of Representatives. C. the Supreme Court, and the Senate?
I think the answer is B, the Senate and the House of Representatives.
Exactly. Congress is a bicameral body consisting of the Senate, where each state has 2 senators, and the House of Representatives, where the number of representatives is based on the population of each state. Question 8. Who was the main writer of the Declaration of Independence? A. Benjamin Franklin. B. George Washington. C. Thomas Jefferson.
I think the answer is C, Thomas Jefferson.
Correct. Thomas Jefferson was the primary author of the Declaration of Independence, which declared the colonies' independence from British rule and outlined the core principles of American democracy. Question 9. What is freedom of speech? A. The right to say anything, anywhere. B. The right to express opinions without government interference. C. The right to protest any government official.
I think the answer is B, the right to express opinions without government interference.
Right. Freedom of speech is a fundamental right in the U.S., allowing people to express their views and opinions openly. This right is crucial to maintaining a democracy. Question 10. What is the highest court in the United States? A. The Supreme Court. B. The Court of Appeals. C. The Federal District Court.
I think the answer is A, the Supreme Court.
Exactly. The Supreme Court is the highest judicial authority in the U.S. and is responsible for interpreting the Constitution, making final rulings on constitutional issues, and setting legal precedents. Question 11. How many branches of government are there? A. 1, B. 2, C. 3.
I think the answer is C, 3.
Correct. There are 3 branches of government: the legislative branch, Congress; the executive branch, the President; and the judicial branch, the courts. This separation of powers helps prevent any one branch from becoming too powerful. Question 12. Who can veto bills passed by Congress? A. The Supreme Court. B. The President. C. The Vice President.
I think the answer is B, the President.
Right. The President has the power to veto bills passed by Congress, but Congress can override a veto with a 2/3 majority in both the House and the Senate. Question 13. Who wrote the Federalist Papers? A. John Adams. B. James Madison. C. Benjamin Franklin.
I think the answer is B, James Madison.
Correct. James Madison, along with Alexander Hamilton and John Jay, wrote the Federalist Papers to support the ratification of the U.S. Constitution. These papers outline the importance of a strong central government. Question 14. Who is responsible for interpreting laws in the U.S.? A. The President. B. The Supreme Court. C. Congress.
I think the answer is B, the Supreme Court.
Exactly. The judicial branch, headed by the Supreme Court, interprets laws and ensures they align with the Constitution, protecting the rights of citizens and upholding justice. Question 15. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? A. Franklin D. Roosevelt. B. Herbert Hoover, C. Harry S. Truman.
I think the answer is A. Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Correct. Franklin D. Roosevelt served as president during the Great Depression and World War II, implementing the New Deal to restore the economy and leading the nation through its involvement in World War II. Great job, Mark. You've completed Part 1, and you're well on your way to mastering the basics of American government.
Thank you, Anne. I'm feeling much more confident now.
(2025) US Citizenship Test 100 Civics Questions Part 2, 16 to 30, Animated Guide. Anne and Mark are back in the study room, feeling energized after their first session. Today, they'll dive into the rights and responsibilities of U.S. citizens, which are crucial for understanding life in the United States and will help Mark prepare for the next section of his citizenship test.
Hi, Mark. Ready for Part 2? Today, we'll cover the rights and responsibilities of U.S. citizens. Just like last time, I'll ask you each question with 3 answer choices, and I'll provide context after your choice.
Absolutely, Anne. I'm excited to continue. Let's get started.
Question 16. All right. First question of the day. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? A. The right to vote. B. The right to own property. C. The freedom of speech.
I think the answer is C. The freedom of speech.
Correct. The First Amendment guarantees essential freedoms like the freedom of speech, religion, and the press. These freedoms are the cornerstone of American democracy, allowing people to express themselves openly without fear of government censorship. Question 17. What is the rule of law? A. Everyone must follow the law. B. Only government officials must follow the law. C. The president is above the law.
I think the answer is A. Everyone must follow the law.
Exactly. The rule of law means that everyone, regardless of their status or position, must obey the law. This ensures fairness and justice for all citizens and helps maintain a stable and orderly society. Question 18. What is the economic system in the United States? A. Socialist economy. B. Capitalist economy. C. Command economy.
I think the answer is B. Capitalist economy.
Correct. The U.S. has a capitalist economy, meaning that businesses are privately owned and operate for profit. The government plays a role in regulating businesses, but market forces largely determine the economy. Question 19. Who was the president during the Civil War? A. Abraham Lincoln. B. Ulysses S. Grant. C. Andrew Johnson.
I think the answer is A. Abraham Lincoln.
Exactly. Abraham Lincoln was president during the Civil War, and he worked to preserve the Union and abolish slavery. His leadership during this tumultuous period helped reshape the future of the nation. Question 20. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? A. To serve on a jury. B. To obey the law. C. To pay taxes.
I think the answer is A. To serve on a jury.
Right. Serving on a jury is a civic duty that is unique to U.S. citizens. It's a critical part of ensuring a fair trial system in the country, where ordinary citizens help determine the facts in legal cases. Question 21. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? A. 18. B. 21. C. 16.
I think the answer is A. 18.
Correct. U.S. citizens must be at least 18 years old to vote in federal elections, including the presidential election. This ensures that those who are old enough to understand the importance of voting have a say in the nation's future. Question 22. What is the purpose of the Bill of Rights? A. To define the structure of government. B. To guarantee individual freedoms. C. To limit the president's powers.
I think the answer is B. To guarantee individual freedoms.
Exactly. The Bill of Rights, which consists of the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, guarantees essential individual freedoms and protects citizens from government overreach. Question 23. What is the highest court in the United States? A. The Supreme Court. B. The Court of Appeals. C. The District Court.
I think the answer is A. The Supreme Court.
Correct. The Supreme Court is the final authority in interpreting the Constitution and has the power to review and rule on laws and executive actions that may violate constitutional principles. Question 24. Who can declare war? A. The President. B. Congress. C. The Supreme Court.
I think the answer is B. Congress.
Right. Only Congress has the constitutional power to declare war. However, the President, as Commander-in-Chief, has the authority to deploy troops in times of crisis or conflict without a formal declaration of war. Question 25. What is the American dream? A. The belief that anyone can achieve success through hard work. B. The idea that only the rich can succeed. C. The belief that the government should guarantee success.
I think the answer is A. The belief that anyone can achieve success through hard work.
Correct. The American dream is the idea that in the United States, anyone can succeed and improve their life through hard work, no matter their background or circumstances. Question 26. What does the U.S. flag represent? A. The states and the government. B. Freedom and equality. C. The military.
I think the answer is B. Freedom and equality.
Exactly. The U.S. flag symbolizes the nation's core values of freedom, equality, and justice. The stars represent the 50 states, and the stripes represent the original 13 colonies. Question 27. When must all men register for the Selective Service? A. At age 16. B. At age 18. C. At age 21.
I think the answer is B. At age 18.
Correct. All male U.S. citizens and immigrants must register with the Selective Service System at age 18. This is part of the government's process to ensure that it can raise a military force in times of national emergency. Question 28. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? A. To defend the Constitution. B. To obey only local laws. C. To serve in the military.
I think the answer is A. To defend the Constitution.
Exactly. When becoming a U.S. citizen, you promise to defend the Constitution and laws of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. This is part of the naturalization oath. What is the capital of the United States? A. New York. B. Washington, D.C. C. Los Angeles.
I think the answer is B. Washington, D.C.
Right. Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States. It's not located in any state, but serves as a federal district where the federal government's institutions, including the White House and Capitol Building, are based. Question 30. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? A. The Bill of Rights. B. The Constitution. C. The Declaration of Independence.
I think the answer is A. The Bill of Rights.
Correct. The Bill of Rights is a critical part of the Constitution, ensuring that citizens have fundamental rights and freedoms that cannot be infringed upon by the government. Great job, Mark. You've made excellent progress. This session was all about understanding the rights and responsibilities of U.S. citizens, which is essential for both the test and for living in America.
Thanks, Anne. I feel more connected to the principles of American democracy now. Can't wait for the next part.
(2025) US Citizenship Test 100 Civics Questions Part 3, 31 to 45, Animated Guide. Anne and Mark return to their favorite study spot. They're both feeling motivated to continue. This time, they'll explore the history and geography of the United States, diving into some of the country's defining moments and landscapes.
Hi again, Mark. Welcome to Part 3 of your Citizenship Test prep. Today, we'll cover American history and geography. As before, I'll ask questions, give you 3 answer choices, and explain each answer.
I'm ready to learn more about the history and places that make America unique.
Question 31. Who was the first President of the United States? A. Thomas Jefferson. B. Abraham Lincoln. C. George Washington.
I think the answer is C. George Washington.
Correct. George Washington served as the first President of the United States from 1789 to 1797. Known as the Father of our country, he played a crucial role in leading the nation during its early years and setting important precedents for the presidency. Question 32. What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? A. The Atlantic Ocean. B. The Indian Ocean. C. The Pacific Ocean.
I think the answer is C. The Pacific Ocean.
Exactly. The Pacific Ocean borders the west coast of the United States, including states like California, Oregon, and Washington. It's the largest and deepest ocean on Earth. Question 33. Why does the flag have 50 stars? A. Because there are 50 states. B. Because the country is 50 years old. C. Because there were 50 original colonies.
I think the answer is A. Because there are 50 states.
Correct. The 50 stars on the flag represent each state in the Union. The flag's design changes when a new state joins, with Hawaii being the last to be added in 1960. Question 34. What is one reason colonists came to America? A. To escape communism. B. For freedom. C. To join the military.
I think the answer is B. For freedom.
That's right. Colonists came to America for various reasons, including freedom of religion, political freedom, and economic opportunities. They sought a new life away from the control of European monarchies. Question 35. What is the capital of the United States? A. Washington, D.C. B. Philadelphia. C. New York City.
I think the answer is A. Washington, D.C.
Correct. Washington, D.C. has been the capital of the United States since 1800. It's a federal district, home to the White House, the Capitol, and other iconic landmarks. Question 36. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? A. The Constitution was written. B. The Declaration of Independence was signed. C. The colonies declared war on Britain.
I think the answer is A. The Constitution was written.
That's correct. The Constitutional Convention took place in 1787 in Philadelphia, where delegates drafted the U.S. Constitution to replace the weaker Articles of Confederation. Question 37. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? A. Native Americans. B. Mexicans. C. British settlers.
I think the answer is A. Native Americans.
Exactly. Native Americans, or indigenous peoples, lived across the Americas for thousands of years before European colonization began in the late 15th century. Question 38. Who did the United States fight in World War II? A. Russia, China, and Germany. B. Japan, Italy, and Germany. C. France, Spain, and England.
I think the answer is B. Japan, Italy, and Germany.
That's right. During World War II, the United States fought against the Axis powers, Japan, Italy, and Germany. The war ended in 1945, with the Allies emerging victorious. Question 39. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? A. Freed the slaves. B. Ended the Revolutionary War. C. Gave women the right to vote.
I think the answer is A. Freed the slaves.
Correct. Issued by President Abraham Lincoln in 1863, the Emancipation Proclamation declared freedom for all enslaved people in Confederate states during the Civil War. Question 40. Name one state that borders Canada. A. Florida. B. Texas. C. New York.
I think the answer is C. New York.
Correct. New York, along with states like Michigan, Vermont, and Alaska, borders Canada. The US and Canada share the world's longest undefended border. Question 41. Why did the colonists fight the British? A. Because of high taxes. B. Because they wanted to create a monarchy. C. Because Britain protected them.
I think the answer is A. Because of high taxes.
Exactly. Colonists fought against British rule partly due to taxation without representation. They sought independence and the right to self-govern. Question 42. What is one U.S. territory? A. Puerto Rico. B. Bermuda. C. Greenland.
I think the answer is A. Puerto Rico.
Correct. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, meaning it's under U.S. jurisdiction, but not a state. Other territories include Guam and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Question 43. Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. A. The Hudson River. B. The Mississippi River. C. The Colorado River.
I think the answer is B. The Mississippi River.
Correct. The Mississippi River is one of the two longest rivers in the U.S., along with the Missouri River. It's vital for transportation and trade. Question 44. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? A. July 4th, 1776. B. July 4th, 1787. C. July 4th, 1801.
I think the answer is A. July 4th, 1776.
Exactly. July 4th, 1776 marks the adoption of the Declaration of Independence when the 13 colonies declared independence from British rule. Question 45. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States? A. The Atlantic Ocean. B. The Pacific Ocean. C. The Indian Ocean.
I think the answer is A. The Atlantic Ocean.
Correct. The Atlantic Ocean borders the east coast of the United States, including states like New York, Florida, and Massachusetts. Awesome work, Mark. You're doing great with American history and geography. Let's take a short break, and then we can move on to the next section soon.
Thanks, Anne. This has been so interesting and helpful.
(2025) US Citizenship Test 100 Civics Questions Part 4, 46 to 60, Animated Guide. Anne and Mark return to the study room after their last session. Mark is feeling confident about his progress but eager to learn more. Today, they'll focus on how the U.S. government functions in practice, including roles, processes, and systems.
Hi, Mark. You're making amazing progress. Welcome to Part 4 of your Citizenship Test preparation. Today, we'll explore the inner workings of the U.S. government, like how laws are made, who enforces them, and how power is balanced.
That sounds interesting. It's great to learn how everything comes together in practice.
Question 46. Who signs bills to become laws? A. The Supreme Court. B. The President. C. Congress.
I think the answer is B. the President.
Correct. After Congress passes a bill, the President has the authority to sign it into law. However, the President can also veto a bill, sending it back to Congress. Question 47. What does the President's cabinet do? A. Makes laws. B. Advises the President. C. Appoints Supreme Court justices.
I think the answer is B. Advises the President.
That's right. The cabinet is made up of leaders of executive departments, such as the Secretary of State and Secretary of Defense, who help the President make decisions and execute policies. Question 48. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? A. Checks and balances. B. The military. C. The Constitution doesn't allow it.
I think the answer is A. Checks and balances.
Correct. The system of checks and balances ensures that no single branch of government, legislative, executive, or judicial, can dominate. Each branch has powers that limit the actions of the others. Question 49. Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the military? A. The Secretary of Defense. B. The President. C. The Speaker of the House.
I think the answer is B. The President.
Exactly. The President leads the military as Commander-in-Chief, giving them the authority to make critical decisions about national defense and military operations. Question 50. What does the judicial branch do? A. Writes laws. B. Enforces laws. C. Reviews laws.
I think the answer is C. Reviews laws.
That's right. The judicial branch, headed by the Supreme Court, reviews laws to ensure they align with the Constitution. It can also resolve disputes between states or other branches of government. Question 51. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? A. John Roberts. B. Clarence Thomas. C. Sonia Sotomayor.
I think the answer is A. John Roberts.
Correct. John Roberts has served as Chief Justice since 2005. He presides over the Supreme Court and plays a key role in its decisions. Question 52. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? A. 9. B. 7. C. 11.
I think the answer is A. 9.
Exactly. The Supreme Court has 9 justices, 1 Chief Justice, and 8 Associate Justices. This odd number helps prevent tie votes in decisions. Question 53. Who can veto bills? A. Congress. B. The President. C. The Supreme Court.
I think the answer is B. The President.
Correct. The President can veto a bill to prevent it from becoming law, but Congress can override a veto with a 2/3 majority vote in both the House and Senate. Question 54. In what month do we vote for President? A. October. B. November. C. December.
I think the answer is B. November.
That's right. Presidential elections are held every 4 years in November, on the first Tuesday after the first Monday. Question 55. What is one power of the states? A. To make treaties. B. To give a driver's license. C. To print money.
I think the answer is B. To give a driver's license.
Correct. States are responsible for many local matters, including issuing driver's licenses, overseeing education, and conducting elections. Question 56. Who represents all the people of a state? A. A U.S. Senator. B. A member of the House of Representatives. C. The Governor.
I think the answer is A. A U.S. Senator.
Exactly. Each state elects 2 U.S. senators who represent all the people in the state, regardless of district or population. Question 57. What are the 2 major political parties in the United States? A. Democratic and Republican. B. Libertarian and Green. C. Federalist and Anti-Federalist.
I think the answer is A. Democratic and Republican.
Correct. The Democratic and Republican parties dominate the political landscape in the U.S., shaping much of the country's policies and governance. Question 58. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? A. Benjamin Franklin. B. Thomas Jefferson. C. George Washington.
I think the answer is B. Thomas Jefferson.
That's right. Thomas Jefferson was the primary author of the Declaration of Independence, which proclaimed America's separation from British rule in 1776. Question 59. Who becomes president if the president can no longer serve? A. The vice president. B. The Speaker of the House. C. The Secretary of State.
I think the answer is A. The Vice President.
Correct. If the president is unable to serve, the vice president assumes the role of president. This line of succession ensures continuity in leadership. Question 60. Name one branch or part of the government. A. Congress. B. The President. C. All of the above.
I think the answer is C. All of the above.
Exactly. The 3 branches of government, legislative, Congress, executive, president, and judicial, work together to govern the country. Fantastic work today, Mark. You're really mastering how the government works. It's inspiring to see your progress.
Thanks, Anne. Understanding these details is really helping me feel more prepared and confident about the test. Can't wait for the next session.
(2025) US Citizenship Test 100 Civics Questions Part 5, 61 to 75, Animated Guide. Anne and Mark meet once again, energized by how much Mark has already learned. This time, they'll delve into the key moments that shaped U.S. history, focusing on wars, movements, and transformative leaders.
Hi, Mark. You've been doing so well. Are you ready to tackle Part 5? Today, we're focusing on the defining moments in U.S. history, wars, movements, and the leaders who helped shape the nation.
That sounds fascinating, Anne. It's great to learn about what brought the country to where it is today.
Question 61. What was one important thing Abraham Lincoln did? A. Declared independence from Britain. B. Freed the slaves. C. Wrote the Constitution?
I think the answer is B. Freed the slaves.
Correct. Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, declaring freedom for slaves in Confederate states during the Civil War. He's remembered as a key figure in ending slavery and preserving the Union. Question 62. Who was president during World War I? A. Theodore Roosevelt. B. Woodrow Wilson. C. Harry S. Truman.
I think the answer is B. Woodrow Wilson.
That's right. Woodrow Wilson was president during World War I from 1914 to 1918. He played a significant role in negotiating the Treaty of Versailles and creating the League of Nations. Question 63. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. A. The Revolutionary War. B. World War II. C. The War of 1812.
I think the answer is B. World War II.
Exactly. The U.S. was heavily involved in World War II, fighting against the Axis powers from 1941 to 1945. It was a turning point in global history, with the U.S. emerging as a superpower. Question 64. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? A. Alaska. B. Hawaii. C. Louisiana.
I think the answer is C. Louisiana.
Correct. Known as the Louisiana Purchase, this acquisition doubled the size of the United States, giving it control over vast lands west of the Mississippi River. Question 65. What did Susan B. Anthony do? A. Fought for women's rights. B. Wrote the Declaration of Independence. C. Founded the Red Cross.
I think the answer is A. Fought for women's rights.
That's right. Susan B. Anthony was a key leader in the women's suffrage movement. Her efforts helped pave the way for the passage of the 19th Amendment, granting women the right to vote. Question 66. What was the main concern of the United States during the Cold War? A. Slavery. B. Communism. C. Taxation.
I think the answer is B. Communism.
Exactly. The U.S. was deeply concerned about the spread of communism, leading to policies and conflicts aimed at containing it, such as the Korean War, Vietnam War, and the Cuban Missile Crisis. Question 67. Who did the United States fight in the Revolutionary War? A. France. B. Britain. C. Spain.
I think the answer is B. Britain.
Correct. The Revolutionary War, fought from 1775 to 1783, was a struggle for independence from British rule, ultimately resulting in the birth of the United States as a nation. Question 68. What did the Civil Rights Movement try to end? A. Racial discrimination. B. Prohibition. C. Communism.
I think the answer is A. Racial discrimination.
That's right. The civil rights movement of the 1950s and 1960s aimed to end racial segregation and discrimination, achieving milestones like the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Question 69. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. A. Slavery. B. The Great Depression. C. Women's suffrage.
I think the answer is A. Slavery.
Correct. The issue of slavery was one of the central causes of the Civil War, dividing the North and South and leading to a conflict over the future of the nation. Question 70. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? A. Herbert Hoover. B. Franklin D. Roosevelt. C. Dwight D. Eisenhower.
I think the answer is B. Franklin D. Roosevelt.
That's right. FDR served as president for an unprecedented 4 terms, leading the nation through the Great Depression with the New Deal and through most of World War II. Question 71. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? A. Fought for civil rights. B. Discovered electricity. C. Wrote the Constitution.
I think the answer is A. Fought for civil rights.
Correct. Martin Luther King Jr. was a key leader in the civil rights movement, advocating for nonviolent resistance to achieve equality and justice for African Americans. Question 72. When was the Constitution written? A. 1776. B. 1787. C. 1800.
I think the answer is B. 1787.
Exactly. The U.S. Constitution was written in 1787 during the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia, establishing the framework for the federal government. Question 73. What is the name of the national anthem? A. God Bless America. B. The Star-Spangled Banner. C. America the Beautiful.
I think the answer is B. The Star-Spangled Banner.
Correct. The Star-Spangled Banner, written by Francis Scott Key, became the national anthem in 1931. It reflects the resilience of the nation during the War of 1812. Question 74. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? A. Europeans. B. Asians. C. Africans.
I think the answer is C. Africans.
That's right. Enslaved Africans were forcibly brought to America, where they were subjected to harsh conditions. Slavery remained a dark chapter in U.S. history until its abolition after the Civil War. Question 75. What happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? A. Terrorists attacked the United States. B. The Great Depression ended. C. The Cold War started.
I think the answer is A. Terrorists attacked the United States.
Correct. On September 11, 2001, terrorists hijacked 4 planes, crashing them into the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and a field in Pennsylvania. It was a tragic day that reshaped U.S. policies and priorities. Fantastic job today, Mark. You're really grasping these critical moments in American history.
Thanks, Anne. Each session makes me feel more prepared and connected to this country's story. I'm ready for the next chapter.
(2025) US Citizenship Test 100 Civics Questions Part 6, 76 to 90, Animated Guide. Anne and Mark gather for their next session. After exploring the historical foundations of the United States, Anne decides it's time to delve into the symbols, holidays, and ideas that represent American identity.
Hi, Mark. Welcome to Part 6. Today, we'll focus on the symbols, traditions, and values that embody what it means to be American. These questions highlight the cultural and national pride of the U.S.
That sounds great. I'm curious to learn about the meanings behind these symbols and holidays.
Question 76. What is the name of the national holiday that celebrates the Declaration of Independence? A. Memorial Day. B. Independence Day. C. Labor Day.
I think the answer is B. Independence Day.
Correct. Independence Day, celebrated on July 4th, commemorates the adoption of the Declaration of Independence in 1776, marking the nation's founding. Question 77. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? A. Because there were 13 original colonies. B. Because there are 13 branches of government. C. Because the first flag had 13 stars.
I think the answer is A. Because there were 13 original colonies.
That's right. The 13 stripes on the flag represent the 13 original colonies that declared independence from Britain and became the first states in the Union. Question 78. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? A. The President. B. The United States. C. Congress.
I think the answer is B. The United States.
Exactly. The Pledge of Allegiance is a promise of loyalty to the U.S., its flag, and the republic for which it stands. It's often recited at schools and public events. Question 79. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? A. Freedom of speech. B. The right to bear arms. C. Freedom to own property.
I think the answer is A. Freedom of speech.
Correct. The First Amendment guarantees several key freedoms, including speech, religion, press, assembly, and the right to petition the government. Question 80. Name two national U.S. holidays. A. Thanksgiving and Christmas. B. Flag Day and Groundhog Day. C. Memorial Day and Valentine's Day.
I think the answer is A. Thanksgiving and Christmas.
That's right. Thanksgiving, celebrated in November, reflects gratitude for blessings and the Pilgrim's harvest. Christmas, on December 25th, is widely celebrated across the country. Question 81. Where is the Statue of Liberty? A. Washington, D.C. B. New York Harbor. C. Boston Harbor.
I think the answer is B. New York Harbor.
Correct. The Statue of Liberty, located on Liberty Island in New York Harbor, was a gift from France and symbolizes freedom and democracy. Question 82. What is the name of the national anthem? A. America the Beautiful. B. The Star-Spangled Banner. C. My Country, 'Tis of Thee.
I think the answer is B. The Star-Spangled Banner.
Exactly. written by Francis Scott Key during the War of 1812, the Star-Spangled Banner, became the national anthem in 1931. Question 83. What is freedom of religion? A. The government can establish a state religion. B. You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. C. Everyone must follow one religion.
I think the answer is B. You can practice any religion or not practice a religion.
That's right. Freedom of religion ensures that everyone has the right to worship freely or not at all without government interference. Question 84. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? A. To speak only English. B. To defend the Constitution and laws of the United States. C. To serve in the military for life.
I think the answer is B. To defend the Constitution and laws of the United States.
Correct. As part of the Oath of Allegiance, new citizens commit to defending the nation's principles and respecting its laws. Question 85. What is the rule of law? A. Everyone must follow the law. B. Only government officials must follow the law. C. Laws don't apply to leaders.
I think the answer is A. Everyone must follow the law.
Exactly. The rule of law ensures that all people, including government officials, are subject to the same laws, upholding justice and fairness. Question 86. Who is known as the father of our country? A. Abraham Lincoln. B. George Washington. C. Thomas Jefferson.
I think the answer is B. George Washington.
That's correct. George Washington earned this title for his role in leading the Revolutionary War, presiding over the Constitutional Convention, and becoming the first president. Question 87. What is one reason colonists came to America? A. Freedom. B. To avoid taxes. C. To join the military.
I think the answer is A. Freedom.
That's right. Many colonists sought freedom from religious persecution, as well as economic opportunities and a new start. Question 88. What do the stripes on the U.S. flag represent? A. The branches of government. B. The 13 original colonies. C. The number of amendments.
I think the answer is B. The 13 original colonies.
Correct. The stripes symbolize the 13 colonies that declared independence in 1776. The alternating red and white colors represent valor and purity. Question 89. What is the economic system in the United States? A. Capitalist economy. B. Socialist economy. C. Command economy.
I think the answer is A. Capitalist economy.
Exactly. The U.S. has a capitalist or market-based economy, where private individuals and businesses drive production and economic decisions. Question 90. When do we celebrate Independence Day? A. December 25th. B. November 11th. C. July 4th.
I think the answer is C. July 4th.
That's right. Independence Day on July 4th celebrates the signing of the Declaration of Independence and the birth of the United States. Great work, Mark. These symbols and traditions are such an important part of understanding America's identity.
Thanks, Anne. It's incredible to learn about the deeper meanings behind these holidays and symbols. I'm ready for the final part.
(2025) US Citizenship Test 100 Civics Questions Part 7, Final. 91 to 100 plus 5 bonus animated guide. Anne and Mark reunite for their final session, eager to wrap up their study journey. Today's session will explore American geography, national symbols, and important celebrations. Anne also introduces 5 bonus questions to challenge Mark.
Hi, Mark. It's hard to believe we're already at Part 7. Today, we'll explore geography, symbols, and celebrations that define American culture. Plus, I've added a few extra questions to test your knowledge.
That sounds great, Anne. Let's make this final session a success.
Question 91. How many states are there in the United States? A. 50, B. 52, C. 48.
I think the answer is A. 50.
Correct. The U.S. has 50 states, with Alaska and Hawaii being the last to join in 1959. Question 92. What is the capital of the United States? A. New York City, B. Washington, D.C., C. Philadelphia.
I think the answer is B. Washington, D.C.
That's right. Washington, D.C. is the nation's capital and home to important landmarks like the White House and the Capitol Building. Question 93. Which ocean is on the west coast of the United States? A. The Atlantic Ocean, B. The Indian Ocean, C. The Pacific Ocean.
I think the answer is C. The Pacific Ocean.
Correct. The Pacific Ocean borders the western states, including California, Oregon, and Washington. Question 94. Why does the U.S. flag have 13 stripes? A. To represent the 13 original colonies. B. To symbolize the 13 states in the Union. C. For the 13 amendments in the Constitution.
I think the answer is A. To represent the 13 original colonies.
Exactly. The stripes represent the original colonies that declared independence from Britain in 1776. Question 95. Where is the Statue of Liberty located? A. San Francisco, B. New York Harbor, C. Boston Harbor.
I think the answer is B. New York Harbor.
Correct. The Statue of Liberty, a gift from France, stands in New York Harbor as a symbol of freedom and democracy. Question 96. What is the name of the national anthem? A. America the Beautiful, B. The Star-Spangled Banner, C. My Country, 'Tis of Thee.
I think the answer is B. The Star-Spangled Banner.
That's right. Written by Francis Scott Key during the War of 1812, it became the official national anthem in 1931. Question 97. What is one U.S. territory? A. Puerto Rico, B. Bermuda, C. Greenland.
I think the answer is A. Puerto Rico.
Correct. Puerto Rico, along with Guam and the U.S. Virgin Islands, is a U.S. territory, meaning it's under U.S. jurisdiction, but not a state. Question 98. What is the name of the holiday celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November? A. Memorial Day, B. Thanksgiving, C. Independence Day.
I think the answer is B. Thanksgiving.
Correct. Thanksgiving is a time to reflect on gratitude and is based on a harvest feast shared by Pilgrims and Native Americans in 1621. Question 99. When do we celebrate Independence Day? A. July 4th, B. June 4th, C. August 4th.
I think the answer is A. July 4th.
That's right. July 4th celebrates the adoption of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. Question 100. What do the stars on the flag represent? A. The original colonies, B. The 50 states, C. The branches of government.
I think the answer is B. The 50 states.
Exactly. The stars symbolize the states in the Union. The number of stars changes only when a new state joins the Union. Question 101. What is one reason people moved to the American West in the 1800s? A. To escape taxation, B. To seek gold and land, C. To join the military.
I think the answer is B. To seek gold and land.
Correct. Many settlers moved west for opportunities in farming, ranching, and mining during events like the California Gold Rush. Question 102. What is the significance of Mount Rushmore? A. It represents America's independence. B. It honors 4 U.S. presidents. C. It symbolizes the Civil War.
I think the answer is B. It honors 4 U.S. presidents.
That's right. Mount Rushmore features the faces of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln, representing key moments in U.S. history. Question 103. What is one unique feature of the Grand Canyon? A. It is the widest canyon in the world. B. It was carved by the Colorado River. C. It contains the largest rainforest.
I think the answer is B. It was carved by the Colorado River.
Correct. The Grand Canyon in Arizona was formed over millions of years by erosion from the Colorado River. Question 104. What is the main purpose of the U.S. Census? A. To determine the president. B. To count the population. C. To collect taxes.
I think the answer is B. To count the population.
That's right. The census, conducted every 10 years, helps allocate resources and representation in Congress. Question 105. What is the United States' tallest mountain? A. Mount Rainier, B. Mount McKinley, Denali, C. Mount Whitney.
I think the answer is B. Mount McKinley, Denali.
Correct. Denali, located in Alaska, is the tallest mountain in North America, standing at over 20,000 feet. Amazing job, Mark. You've mastered all 105 questions and are ready for your citizenship test.
Thanks so much, Anne. I couldn't have done it without you.